Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
Dark nights require dark beers.
Winter, bleh.
I know, but winter brings stouts.
Yes.
And that's the best thing about the winter, is the large amounts of stouts that we have been deprived of all summer long.
We've drank so many stouts during the summer, but it feels kind of wrong.
Right. But the abundance of stouts in the fall is much higher than during the summer.
Yeah.
So during the summer, you're getting a lot of lagers and pilsners and fruity beers and IPAs and saisons. But in the winter, it's just like stouts and barley wines.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
But you know what's a constant every day of the year, always without seasons? Lambic.
Lambic, always good.
Always drink lambic. But yeah, you brought two stouts. One I'm curious about and one I'm hyped about.
All right, which one are you curious about?
I'm curious about the first beer from Alesong Brewing and Blending, because I've had a few Alesong beers, but not that many.
What's important to note is that this one is an award-winning beer.
They got Brewery of the Year at the Great American Beer Festival 2024.
All right, well, so it's an award-winning brewery then, I guess.
I think so. And the beer is Rhino Suit, bourbon-barrel-aged imperial milkstout, 11% ABV. And nothing else there. They're from Eugene, Oregon.
Right. So Rhino Suit was the first bourbon barrel-aged beer that Alesong released and remains one of its favorites. The rendition of our imperial milk stout. What? So this is a weird sentence. The rendition of our imperial milk stout was crafted for our friends in Sweden and matured in freshly emptied Heaven Hill bourbon barrels to add variety layers of vanilla and oak to the sweet and chocolatey malt flavors of the base stout. That was one sentence.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
great for an ensembles.
But who are their friends in Sweden?
Us.
I guess us, yeah. Just the population of Sweden. Yeah. But what makes it Swedish? I mean, what makes it dedicated to the Swedish?
I think it was just that Systembolaget was willing to buy 99%.
I bought something in the past that was quite a lot.
Yeah. Was crafted. That's so good. I love grammatic spelling errors.
Yeah, well, it's a grammatical error right there.
So shall we try this beer?
We will.
Sure. I haven't spelled it yet.
Yeah, that's good. It is a little smoky in the aftertaste. Very, very slight. Very sweet because it's a milk stout, an imperial milk stout at that. So it's going to throw out a lot of sugar in the up front. The bourbon barrel aging it's there, but it didn't really like a dominant.
A little woody. It's not wowing me right now.
You know, it's kind of a pedestrian, barrel-aged stout at this point. You've tried this 100 times. It tastes kind of like what you would expect it to taste like. There's nothing that really propels it forward in any particular way. There's no adjuncts. There's nothing that is particularly exciting. It's not bad, but it's just kind of vanilla.
Yeah, I think they shouldn't have made this a milk stout.
I think the milk stout is what saves it. I think that's what gives the sweetness and some character to it. Otherwise, this would just be water. I mean, it's not a very rich beer. It's not particularly. There's no carbonation on it to speak of. So if there wasn't the milk stout aspect with the lactose, I don't think this beer would even be anything at all.
No, you're right. I've just now checked. I've never tried an Alesong beer ever.
Well, they've been popping up as a Systembolaget quite regularly recently. So you need to go back to Systembolaget and look up their Alesong beers.
No one I know has ever tried an Alesong from Systembolaget. Mikkeller kiosk, funky chicken food truck somewhere in Stockholm, tap house in Copenhagen.
Well, I guarantee you, I did buy this at Systembolaget.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this one you're definitely going to get there.
But you've never had a Alesong from Systembolaget ever.
Well, I don't check my purchase location, so that's not telling you anything.
Okay, you've never had an Alesong ever before this beer.
Well, that I truly believe.
Are we confusing them with another brewery that has been at Systembolaget a lot?
No. If you'll give me 1 second.
I will give you 1 second. Alesong.
So it could be that this is a new thing. Like they haven't really been. Nope. Only got the one. Interesting. I thought there were at least like 3 Alesongs at Systembolaget.
Yeah.
This is the first one. You know why? I can tell you why.
We're thinking of another brewery.
No.
Ale Brovar, no.
Well, this is going to maybe give something. Oh. So I'm on Beerizer. So if you're not familiar with Beerizer, Beerizer is a website that you can use in Europe that will show different different web shops and that ship through to either within the country or different internationally.
It's run by a Swedish guy, so it is quite heavily geared towards who will ship to Sweden.
It used to be. It's not that way anymore. Now there's a lot of UK, Belgian, and I'm guessing their newest acquisition, La Cerveza de Martin.
The Martin?
Yeah.
Ah, fun.
So we're talking about Alesong, right? So getting back to that, if you can just vamp for just 1 second.
I've run out of vamping possibilities. Yeah, the thing about Beerizer.com is that yes, there are a lot of web shops, but they also have the Swedish national monopoly Systembolaget.
Oh, they also have
the Norwegian Vinmonopolet. So it really is a good service for searching beers that you can order. You can sort them on a variety of like rating and latest release. And the most fun one is rating per crown or rating per dollar. How do I get the most bang for my buck when it comes to averages and cost? And you can find some really strange stuff. And now I'll be honest, at least 2 beers I brought to the Christmas calendar were found through that. Like, oh, here's a beer with a 4.4 average that you can get discounted because they probably want to rotate their stock.
That's a really good serve.
And they were good stouts that we had that somehow were discounted. Web shops can't hold one of every beer for all eternity. They need to, a lot of them do put out like discounts for stuff that, yeah, it has a best before that is a year from now, but just buy it.
Okay, so
He has found the truth.
yes, by the time this episode comes out, there will have been at least 3 Alesong beers that were released at Systembolaget.
We're showing the the Wizard of Oz isn't real. You're seeing behind the curtain.
Everyone believes it anyway, so.
Of course, our listeners believe every day.
Yeah, we record week to week. We do not. But there are 2, there's a barley wine and an oatmeal imperial stout that's coming.
So when we bought this beer, Alesong were just starting their Swedish journey, like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And when this is released, more beers will have come out, and we will probably have tried them at the same time as they came out. Oh, that was so expensive.
Boo. 500 for that price? I don't think that. 500 milliliters?
Show me in. $20. Fair enough. $20 is pretty much.
Well, I mean, compared to the brewery releases, which were $375 for more than that, we went for $289. So,
but we only bought a select few of those.
That's very true.
I'll be honest. This is going to be a long episode. My personal pain point is if a beer costs $14, 140 Swedish kroner, I'm just doing bad math. I'll just buy it and don't really care if I need to drink it alone. But a 200 Swedish kroner, 20 euro, what's that, $25?
Yes, this is all kind of 1-to-1. So 20, so just like you do tens.
Yeah,
So-
$20, 20 euros. I want to share it with someone. That's where my pain point goes. $15? Sure. $20? Ooh.
Yeah.
Who can I share this with?
$20 is, especially a $20, 500 milliliter bottle. You're like, I'm not going to drink that by myself. That is way too much.
Exactly. So what do you give this beer?
This is a 3.5 for me.
A 375 for me. I find some redeeming qualities, but I can't give this a 4.
It's a long way from a 4.
Yeah.
For me, it's just middle of the road, okay beer. Okay, so next up is from Surly Brewing, another U.S. brewery, and this is 13. And when I opened, so it comes in a little box, and the box is totally cool. Reminds me of like a magician's box from the turn of the century. This is a maple barrel-aged imperial stout with vanilla, beans, and lactose. And I would guess it's 13% ABV, but
I don't think so. It's their anniversary beer.
Well, oddly enough, they do not. Oh, it's 12.5%.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Surly 4 was a barley wine. Surly 5. Wait, what? Did do? It was a Brett beer. So much space. Surly 6 was a strong ale. 7. It was a Belgian strong dark ale. And the fun thing is, Surly used to be so much more rare. The only way to try these anniversary beers would be to go to the Mikkeller Copenhagen beer celebration. Because Surly would like always bring their anniversary beer to one of the sessions. So you needed to be careful because you don't want to miss one of the anniversary beers from a really good American brewer. I think one year was a smoky beer, and I loved it, and everyone else I drank beer with hated it.
Yeah, smoky beers are really divisive. Either you love them or you hate them.
So much.
There's no middle ground there. But yeah, so I thought this was going to be a 375 milliliter can. It's a 470, whatever that is, can, and a 473 can. So it's a big boy. There's a lot here, and it smells pretty good.
Yeah, it smells barrels and the good maple. This is gonna be a good one. Cheers.
All right. Yeah, it's not bad.
It's good, not great.
Yeah. Again, it falls into I've had this before many, many times. This doesn't really have anything outstanding for me, exceptional. Nothing that really drives me to want to try it again or even like finish this glass.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, it's not that it's bad. It's just not. It's not exciting. It's not propulsive. You know what I'm saying? Right? It tastes like a sweet imperial stout that's got vanilla and barrel aging on it.
Yeah. The barrel aging does a little bit for me. Right now, it's a strong 4. It is a 4. With more fine-grained ratings, it could be a 4.1 or even a 4.2. But I am a sucker for this particular style of sweet stout with enough body to carry it, and the barrel aging where I can tell that this is barrel aged, probably bourbon, and it gives a little bit of weight. But we've had so many bourbon barrel aged stouts that taste exactly like this.
Yeah, I don't think this has enough body to carry it. I think it falls a little flat. I'm pretty underwhelmed by this.
You're allowed to be wrong. I mean,
No,
it's okay.
I mean, you're allowed to overhype things, of course. It's perfectly fine. But I just don't find this particularly interesting or like anything above a very simple base note. There's no complexity here, I guess. So this is like another 3.5 for me.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I like a 4.1 for me.
If anything, this kind of knocks the Alesong down to a 3.25.
Let me go back to the Alesong.
Because they're close enough that the difference is really they're almost the same beer. And in many ways, if you were to blindfold me and tell me one or the other, I would be like, I think they're the same beer.
Wow. I strongly disagree, having now tasted the Alesong again.
The Alesong's a little more harsh.
Yeah. What a weird...
The bourbon barrel is more present on the Surly. But both of these are really kind of nothing beers.
These should have both been way better.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to knock the Alesong down to a 3.25, and I'm going to give the Surly a 3.5.
Oof.
Yeah, and like I said, I've had this beer too many times. If it had any kind of body whatsoever, it would probably go up at least half a percentage, maybe even, having a quarter percentage, maybe even half a percentage. But it's not just giving me anything at all.
No. Let's see about the Alesong beers that come out after we've recorded this, but before we release this.
Yes. So maybe we'll have a follow-up episode.
Maybe interesting, maybe not. Who knows?
We'll never talk about this again.
They're completely forgotten now.
I'm sure we'll see more from Alesong in the future. We're getting it's kind of crazy right now because a lot of American breweries are really dumping their overstock on Sweden. From what I'm seeing, there's just more and more American breweries showing up on the shelves, simply because I just don't think these breweries are able to sell out in the States like they used to be.
No. And they have a couple of Swedish importers who are still diehard fans and really want to import them and do a good job promoting them enough to get them on the Systembolaget shelves.
Well, okay, we'll wrap it up here.
Yeah.
I think we've said
it's time.
All we can, and we've diatribed more than we possibly should.
Ha.
So you can find us online at what'sontappodcast.com, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, and wherever you find podcasts. You can find What's on Tap. Just do a little search and we'll be there for you.
Yeah.
So until next time,
keep drinking, you dum-dum.